Hey guys, it's Saturday, March 2nd. Thought I'd do an update finally. It's been only like, 8 months, something like that. It's been busy with work and whatnot, and I haven't really had time to do any videos of anything. Really haven't worked on anything too much. Last fall, yep, the cab got put on the 140. As you can see, the plow's off it for the year. I got the doors off of it. It's been off of snow duty probably for about a month now. The main packings for there's a little turnstile, or whatever the hell you want to call it, for the forward reverse linkage of the hydro. Packings in there went out. It was leaking pretty bad. So the other leaks, though, I put a new hydraulic line in. One of my major leaks. This hydraulic line right there, that hard line, was leaking really bad. The flare fitting was all screwed up. Didn't have a flare tool, but I actually had a spare line out of a parts 140 I got a while back. I ended up scrapping the frame and whatnot, but I took the good hydraulic parts off it, kept those. I have a spare trans for this if need be, and that was that. I don't think you guys ever saw that, but that tractor was pretty much a bare frame. It was just a trans, front axle and wheels, and yeah. So that was that. Yeah, so the 140 we're done plowing with it. I actually will have, I'm getting a 317 John Deere here. It's actually sitting at work right now. So I gotta get that home at some point here and end up selling a tractor and bring that home. That'll be the new plow rig. And this one is gonna end up get retired and just get restored. Let's see. This is all I'm keeping for attachments. Obviously the moldboard's behind the Sears for it. That's that. Just keeping my two plows. The 47 deck for the 140, or it'll fit the 317, obviously, same with the 54 blade. And then I'll keep the 37 round fender deck that I got. And Sears, nothing new. That 112, nothing new. That one's gonna stay for now. You can see, it's been sitting in the shed, and ran it probably, I don't know, a month and a half ago, something like that, but too nice. I don't really want to get rid of it. 110, nothing new with it. Still just kind of sitting here. Do need to get out and run that soon. And the new tractor, a 67 John Deere 112. I'm the second owner of this machine. It's actually sold from Eichstätt Implement, which is pretty much about 5 minutes west of my house here. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, I thought that's pretty neat that I got a tractor that literally sold kind of not right down, but pretty much right down the road from my house. It's got the 10 horse Tecumseh HH100 in it, so there you go, all you Tecumseh lovers out there. I finally got a Deere with a Tecumseh in it. Originally this tractor started out as just wanting the brass tag 80 cart that it had with it, but this ended up coming with the mower deck, the tractor, the 80 cart, and a 36 ground fender blower. I believe it's a 36 blower. All that stuff was bought new back in the day. The guy I bought it from was actually his grandfather's tractor that was handed down to him. So it's been in one family, and I'm second owner of it. So I got the hood and grill are downstairs right now. The only problem with the hood is this front rivet on the hood is pulled through. So I gotta see if I can try to repair that. But I was cleaning the hood and grill up and stuff like that, so that's downstairs. But other than that, really clean machine. It does have a seat cover, one of the round fender seat cushions for it, and there's no tears in it. It's really nice. The center cap, the thing's been meticulously cared for. When I got it, I drained the fuel out, put fresh fuel in it, and popped off and ran. Overall good machine, really. So that's the new stuff that's been going on around here. I will go to the front shed here and talk about a few other things. Got my Uncle Simplicity snowblower, carb issues. Cleaned the carb earlier this year. It was running decent, and then it's run like crap now, and it's loading up at high idle. I'm pretty sure the carb is just shot. It's got those plastic style diaphragm with O-rings in it. That's how they separate the carb body. It goes in between the carb body and your float hooks up to that. It's like a plastic piece. These Briggs Intex, I don't know. I don't care for these carburetors, but looks like I might be putting a carb in. I'm trying to clean it one more time. If not, that's what we're gonna have to do. No issues with the airings as usual. This deck that came with the Square Fender 112 is gonna go along with this 37 blower and the Square Fender 110. Kind Kind of sucks. I don't really want to sell this tractor because it still is my next to the 140. I mean, all my tractors run good, but for a workhorse that's not a show tractor, this is my workhorse. It just starts up every time, doesn't complain, does what it needs to, and that's that. So the only other thing is that you might see this tractor stay is if my uncle wants it at his house for plowing in the wintertime. I can put the 43 blade on it, and he can keep it at his house year round with the blade on it. He can use it during the summer if he needs it or whatever. If I need it, I still could get it. So that was about the only other thought, because he had mentioned about possibly wanting to have something like that. So I'll have to talk to him here and see if that's a possibility. If so, then I'll just be selling those two attachments. Snowblower, it works. I used it twice this year after the 140 started leaking again. One of these two idler sprockets for the chain in there, or the main auger bearing, one of the two. It sounds like it's coming from this side like it's an idler. The bearings are just gone. It's terrible how loud this snowblower is when it runs. But yeah, so that's that. Obviously, I am keeping my wheel weights. Those aren't going with it. But yeah, so that's that. 534. It's gotten its maintenance done for the year. It's been greased, all that jazz. The mower deck, literally, I just need to take the blades off, and I remember bringing my battery impact home from work, sharpen those, and this will be ready for the year. Did get one upgrade. Put some LED headlights in it. I got some, what were they, Sylvanias? Or I can't remember the brand now. But we got LED headlights for it now. There's been a few times I was stuck in the dark mowing after work, so it's kind of nice to have those. So I did that. As you can see, and I should have moved the wheelbarrow. Brass Tag 80 cart. Again, it's got the Eichstätt dealer decals on it. I mean, a really straight, no rust in it. It's a great 80 cart. And between the tractor, the snowblower, the deck, and this 80 cart, I paid the price of what this 80 cart would go for by itself in the market these days. So I did pretty good. Plus, I got a bunch of manuals with it. Finally got myself a sleeve hitch, which obviously will fit any of my tractors but the round fenders. So that's kind of nice. And I do have a 110, 112 lift rod and a 140 lift rod for it. So I can do either or, because my 112 back there's got the rear lift kit on it. So that I put on it, that I bought years ago. Never got around to putting on that tractor, so I ended up putting it on the 112. Spare trans out of that 69 110 I parted out eons ago, it seems like. I really just need to get rid of that one. That's the spare trans out of the 140. That scrap 140 I was telling you about that I got the hard line out of for my tractor. But yeah, so those are just spare parts I'm trying to get rid of here. But yeah, so that's that. Enough babbling, I guess you could say. Oh, there's the snowblower for the round fender. That one's actually it's outside. The guy's coming to pick it up tonight. That is buying it. I don't need it. I don't want it. My round fenders are just gonna be show queens. That's really all I wanted round fenders for. They're neat tractors, so both round fenders eventually will get restored. The 112 will probably be the last one of the two, depending how it cleans up. But other than that, guys, so if anybody, for sure that snowblower and mower deck are going, tractor a possibility. Let me know if anyone's interested. You can see, we can talk price. But yeah. So that's it, guys. I figured I'd make an update finally, but there you have it. That's what's been going on around here. So I will leave you guys with that, and I will talk to you later.